Welcome back to Showboys Gaming and our mini-boss guide for the 7 Ashina Spears here in Ashina Reservoir. I highly recommend that you follow our pathing to take down all the enemies in this area, which you can find in the walkthrough of this area. And then we are going to work our way around the cliffs here, so we can get a death blow on him. So this is back at the beginning of the game, the Moonview Tower that we see Kuro in for the first time. Do not jump up there. We want to jump across the steps here and onto this ledge. And again, at this point in the game, you should already have it, but I highly recommend that you get Makiri counter for this fight, because we are fighting yet another spear enemy who loves thrusts. So you'll see that once we work our way up here, he turns around. The reason I recommend we take all the enemies out of there, it just gives you a lot of space to back off and heal if you need to. He does have a very long spear. But we want to stay pretty aggressive on him as we move into this fight. You can also set him on fire similar to the chained ogre, but I don't really ever find that much success in it. I just find success in deflecting his attacks and Makiriing his thrust attacks. Something to keep in mind, this is one of the few enemies that can do a follow-up attack after you do a Makiri counter on them. So just be aware of that. If you see him coming in for a strike after your Makiri, you're going to need to do one deflect on it. But we're going to move in and get a backstab here. Lock on. And backstab. And we're going to stay fairly aggressive on him. Wait until the kanji is about to disappear. You see I messed the timing up there. Here's his follow-up attack after the Makiri. We're going to move down here. I don't like fighting him on the steps typically, just because I feel like it's a little bit more of a pain than it needs to be. So let's draw him down here. If you deflect that, typically he follows that up with a thrust attack. He didn't do it that time. Or that time. Here's his sweep. We can jump and bop on the head. Here's his Makiri. You see that we did that after the kanji was about to disappear. And then the follow-up attack is kind of like an uppercut similar to the Corrupted Monk. So be aware of that or he will catch you with it. And that will be the 7 Ashina Spears. This fight strategy works for the other Ashina Spear enemy that you're going to find later in the game back in this area. So use this guide for that as well, and I will see you guys on the next boss guide.